So today we're going to be talking about some smaller sins. So the first smaller sin is obviously cursing. It is bad to curse. It just foul language, potty words. It it will like hurt people. It makes you sound stupid. It's just not good to curse. And to really try to defeat cursing is like if you catch yourself cursing, just repent. Try not to do it again. Just like try not to curse again. If you do curse, repent. The next smaller sin is lying. Lying is obviously not telling the truth. This could also mean little white lies or lies trying to save someone's life. That it's also a sin. If you're lying to save your friend, it's still a sin no matter what. Every lie is a sin because God's law is like better than anything else. You always should follow God, always. But lying is not great. Next smaller sin is listening to worldly music. That means listening to like music that is like talking about lust or any other sin or like talking about satanic stuff. That's listening to like worldly music. It is a sin to do it, but it's alright. If it doesn't give you any bad intentions, it's completely fine. But if it's satanic music, it's got to go out. It's not good. It's like talking about Satan and stuff. It's not good. But if it's talking about lust and like greed and sins like that, but if it doesn't give you any like bad sinful intentions, it's completely all right. But if it does give you intentions, you should like if it does give you sinful intentions, you should remove that song from your playlist. And another sin is being rude to others because it's being rude to others because it might like you don't really know them, or if you do or not, you don't know what they're going through, and you might put them down. And let no like worldly words come out your mouth, even if there's no cuss words. If you're like being rude, just any insult, right? It's a sin because every word that comes out of your mouth, because every word that comes out of your mouth should be filled with grace and peace and should uplift others. Okay, this sin is not small at all. This sin is the most important sin to repent from, and it is blasphemy. Blasphemy is the only unforgivable sin there is. Blasphemy is rejection of God your entire life. Like atheists, they commit blasphemy because they don't believe in God, they reject God, and even making fun of God, it's not good. It's blasphemy, and the only way to be forgiven from blasphemy is to repent. Because if you commit blasphemy your entire life, if you like choose to be separated from God your entire life, you'll be separated from him for eternity. And that's when you go to hell. And hell isn't this like fiery place, really. It's you go to hell, you die there in hell. And you just die there in hell. Just stop existing. You just stop existing. Go to hell, you die there, stop existing. That's what hell is basically. It's internal separation from God. And if you choose to live your life separated from God, which is blasphemy, you'll spend eternity away from God. So that's why it's important to believe in God, because if not, you're dead. But if you do, if you repent, if you do start to believe, you will be saved. You will go to the kingdom of heaven on Judgment Day or when you die from this world. Okay, and another sin is telling false statements, either about the Bible or in regular teachings in like school, because that's considered lying. And you just like don't spread false stuff at all. It's considered lying, and it is a sin. Okay, and now we're going to talk about things that are not sins. It's alright if a boy wears women's clothes. It's alright if a woman wears boys' clothes, as long as they're not committing any sins. It's completely fine. And another thing you didn't know that was not a sin is drinking alcohol. But if you do get drunk, it is a sin. If you get drunk, it's a sin. But if you know drinking responsibly and stuff, and you're not drunk at all when you're drinking alcohol, it's completely fine. It's not a sin. Another thing that is not a sin is not going to church. It's completely fine if you don't go to church. But you know all Christians must go. But it's completely fine if you don't. It's not a sin. I'm not telling you to not go to church, but you should go to church. Uh, but I'm just saying it's not a sin to go to church. And I just remembered some sins that are sins. Like, you know, murder is obviously a sin, and abortion is a sin because it is technically murder. Okay, but it's all I can think of right now, and I will search up more stuff that are sins and or are not sins, and you should like do some research too. But that's all I could really think of right now. But yeah, if it does not bring you peace, it's most likely a sin. So yeah, God bless you all.